The forest of Velmara was ancient, so old that even the trees whispered of times before the stars had their names. Nestled at the edge of the known galaxy on the terraformed planet Valmir 7, the forest was the last of its kind, a living relic from a time when the planet's atmosphere could still breathe unaided by artificial interventions. Legends told of a guardian who protected Velmara, a being of myth, neither plant nor flesh, but something in between. To the corporations mining the world, she was a deterrent. To the settlers in surrounding colonies, she was a superstition. But to the forest she was sacred. Her name was Kaylin. Her skin shimmered like moss in twilight. Her hair hung in vines braided with glowing spores. Her eyes reflected the stars as though they had nested inside her irises. She had guarded Velmara for centuries, bound to the biome's neural roots, connected to its every whisper and tremble. But even she could feel the end approaching. The forest was dying. It began subtly. Fewer bloomings in the spring, strange spots on the underside of leaf fronds, the loss of scent in the blossom moon season. Then came the rot, creeping like a virus from root to canopy. Kaylin fought it, bled bioluminescent sap into the soil, but her ancient magic waned. Something was wrong with the world itself. Valmir 7's atmosphere had become chemically unstable due to overmining and climate manipulation. Though terraformed centuries ago, the planet's self-regulating systems were failing. Velmara, being organic and native, was the first to feel the planet's sickness. And Kaylin, tethered to its vitality, weakened in turn. The forest's plight caught the attention of the Interstellar Ecological Coalition. Quietly, they dispatched a botanist, Dr. Emran Voss, human mid-30s, with a reputation for reviving dying ecosystems in the fringe planets. He arrived with little fanfare, setting up a research module outside the perimeter of the forest. He was warned, stay out of Velmara at night, avoid lighting fires, and never cut anything from a living plant. Emran had heard the legends. He was a man of science, skeptical but respectful. He carried no weapons, only tools, scanners, and old journals filled with handwritten notes. The moment he stepped beneath Velmara's canopy, the air shifted. He felt it, the presence, the weight of watching. Kaylin observed him from the high boughs, camouflaged in flora. He was different, not like the miners who tore through the edges with plasma saws, nor the poachers who came for black market spores. Emran moved gently, whispering to the plants like old friends, collecting fallen leaves and dead bark instead of cutting live samples. He catalogued fungal patterns, checked soil degradation, and spoke into a recorder late into the night. Day 12. The root systems are exhibiting advanced signs of microbial rot, but there's something anomalous in the decay structure, like it's been modified, not naturally occurring, could be engineered, need deeper analysis. Kaylin grew curious. Each night she crept closer to his camp. He spoke often of things she did not fully understand, microbiology, gene editing, carbon isotopes, but she listened. There was reverence in his tone, something the others never had. One evening, as a violent fungal bloom erupted near his camp, common when Velmara's equilibrium was off, Kaylin intervened. Bioluminescent vines surged from the ground, shielding his shelter from the airborne spores. Emran, startled, exited to find a glowing figure standing among the haze. She was towering, radiant, and inhuman, but her expression was not hostile. Their eyes met. Silence, heavy and sacred, passed between them. "You're real," he whispered. "You're her." "I am Kaylin," she replied, her voice a chorus of rustling leaves. "Why have you come?" "To help," Emran said, steady despite the awe. "The forest is dying. Think I know why. And I think I can stop it. Skepticism flickered in her gaze. You are human. Your kind has brought nothing but ruin. I know, he said quietly. But I'm not like them. Please, let me show you. Kaelin studied him, then nodded. In the days that followed, they walked together through Velmara. Emran showed her his findings, how the spore's DNA had been altered with synthetic markers, likely introduced through industrial runoff. He proposed a solution, bioengineered counterspores that could neutralize the corruption without harming native flora. It's risky, he admitted. And I'll need your help. Your biology, it's integrated with the forest. You could be the vector. Kaelin hesitated. Her role had always been protector, never participant in the manipulations of science. But she saw the forest's pain mirrored in her own weakening body. Desperation softened her resistance. Together they worked. Emran crafted the counterspores in a biolab fashioned from fallen mycelium pods and recycled tech. Kaelin offered samples of her blood sap, rich with ancient biotic codes. As they collaborated, trust grew, then something deeper. He spoke of Earth, of lost forests and extinct pollinators. She shared memories of Velmara's golden age, when the trees sang louder than the stars. One night, under the phosphorescent canopy, Emran confessed, I didn't think I'd ever find a place worth fighting for again. Or someone. Kaelin's hand brushed his cheek, rough like bark, warm like sunlight. You are unlike any I have known. Strange, fragile, yet full of fire. When the counterspores were ready, Kaelin absorbed them into her bloodstream and ascended to the canopy. Through her, the forest would inhale its cure. As the spores dispersed, Velmara glowed, pulsing in waves of emerald light. It took days, but the rot began to recede. The trees straightened. The fungal blooms balanced. The air smelled of renewal. But Kaelin, she weakened. The synthesis had taxed her beyond repair. Her link to Velmara remained, but her form grew translucent, her edges fading into mist. I was the forest, she said, laying in Emran's arms beneath the heart tree. But now I must become part of it. You must be its new guardian. I'm not ready, Emran choked. You are. Because you love it, as I did. She kissed him once, her essence merging with the soil. The heart tree glowed brighter than it had in centuries. From its roots, a new sprout emerged. Hybrid, unique, pulsing with Kaelin's biotic energy and Emran's genetic touch. Emran stayed. He built no house, wore no tech. The forest accepted him. The settlers came to call him the Green Warden, a man who could speak to roots and call rain with a whisper. They said the spirit of the guardian lived in his eyes. And sometimes under the full moons when the trees sang, he could still feel her,